Hello, boys and girls. So it is time for our Wonders Unit 2, Week 2. Today, this is days 2 and 3 because we did not have school Tuesday because it was Teacher in Service Day. So this is days 2 and 3 together today. So today we will read the paired selection, A Plan for the People, and in your writing, you're still going to be working on planning. Our key concept for this unit is government. Our essential question is, how do people make government work? So the genre is still an expository text. Compare text. Read how United States leaders wrote the Constitution and set the rules for our government. The Constitution is the highest law in our country. A plan for the people. The United States government started with a plan. Our country's leaders wrote the plan more than 200 years ago. The plan is called the Constitution. All of our laws come from the Constitution. A new government. In 1787, the United States was a new nation of 13 states. The nation's first plan for government had problems. Its leaders decided to meet and talk about a new plan. 55 delegates came to the meeting. A delegate is a person who speaks for the citizens in each state. George Washington led the meetings. He was the country's first president. A summer of arguments. The meetings began on a hot day in May 1787. The delegates gathered together in the Philadelphia State House. They closed the windows because the meetings were secret. It was hot in the State House. When they opened the windows to cool off, bugs flew in. The delegates argued all summer in the hot, buggy rooms. Making a new plan for government was not easy or fun. Some delegates wanted one person to run the new government. Others thought a group should be in charge. They all agreed on one thing: a group should make laws for the country. But they disagreed on how to pick these leaders. The famous inventor and statesman Benjamin Franklin attended the meetings. He wondered how the group could ever make any decisions. Ben Franklin worried that the delegates would never agree. Making a plan. After many months, leaders agreed on a U.S. Constitution. The delegates wrote their plan and called it the United States Constitution. The Constitution was only a few pages long, but it was full of big ideas. The Constitution shows how our government works. It says that people are in charge of the government. People vote to pick their leaders. These leaders run the government for the people. A government that's fair to all. The delegates planning the Constitution met for 4 months. They thought the Constitution was a good plan. But not all delegates signed it on September the 15th, 1787. Some of them wanted to make sure that the government protected people's rights, too. A right is something that you are allowed to have or do. In 1791, Congress changed the Constitution to protect the rights of American citizens. One right allows people to speak freely. These changes were called the Bill of Rights. A lot has changed since 1787. Our country is a lot bigger. There are 50 states now. The Constitution has been changed many times too, but one thing has not changed. The Constitution is still the plan for our government. Rights for children. In 1959, many countries signed a Declaration of the Rights of the Child. Here are some of those rights. Children should grow up free. Children should get an education. Children should have the chance to play. What other rights should children have? This chart shows one class's idea. Each student voted. What rights should children have? So look at the chart right there. The top one says be safe from bullies, own a pet, play safely, go to school. So you can see which one of those things got the most votes. Right, be safe from bullies. Good. Which one got the least number of votes? Own a pet. At the bottom it says make connections. Why was the United States Constitution written? What are ways that people can make government work? Talk about articles and stories that you have read. All right, so now you're going to be doing reading and writing companion pages 122 through 125, and then you're also going to be doing your writing from page 130. So let's look at those pages together. Page 122, reread the paired selection, A Plan for the People. You can go back and listen to the story again, or you can log in through ClassLink and read the story for yourself. A Summer of Arguments. So this is reread and use the prompts to take notes in the text. Reread paragraph 1. Underline words that help you visualize what the Philadelphia State House was like during the meetings. Again, you're going to underline words that help you visualize what the Philadelphia State House was like during the meetings. Collaborate. Talk with a partner about what the delegates agreed and disagreed upon about in paragraph 2. Circle the things that they disagreed about. Why is A Summer of Arguments a good heading for this section? Use your annotations to explain. All right, so go back and read that again. In the first paragraph, you're underlining the words that help you visualize what the Philadelphia State House was like during the meetings. And then in the second paragraph, you are circling the things that they disagreed about. On page 123, underline the sentences in paragraph 3 that help you understand more about the Constitution. Collaborate. Reread paragraph 4. Talk with a partner about how the author uses cause and effect to explain how the Bill of Rights was created. Remember to listen and respond to the information presented by your partner, so you can do that with someone at home. Circle why some delegates decided not to sign the Constitution. What was the effect? Draw a box around it and write it here. So complete page 123. On page 124, reread the paired selection. How does the author use headings to help you learn how Americans voters wrote the Constitution? Talk about it. Reread the headings on pages 123 and 124. Talk with a partner about why the author uses these headings to organize the text. Cite text evidence. How does each heading help you organize and explain the topic? Write text evidence in the web. So you can see in the center of the web, it says how headings help, and then you should put one thing in each oval that you see there. Then it says, write, the author uses headings to help me understand. What did that help you understand? Quick tip. When I reread, I use headings to help myself understand the main ideas in each section. Move on to page 125 for author's purpose. Writers have a purpose or reason for writing. They can write to inform, entertain, or persuade. Choosing the right text structure or way to organize text helps them achieve their purpose. Find text evidence. In the last paragraph on page 122, the author uses a compare and contrast text structure to help readers understand the different sides of an important debate about our government. So reread that. Reread paragraph 4 on page 123. How does the author use text structure to help you understand why we have a Bill of Rights? Readers to writers. When you write, use the text structure that matches what you want to say. Description, when you want to describe something. Cause and effect, when you want to explain why something happened. And compare and contrast, when you want to compare two things. All right, then the last thing for today for Wonders is you're going to work on your writing. Plan, research, paraphrase. Research your topic using a variety of source materials. As you take notes, remember to paraphrase or write the meaning of the text in your own words. Record the author, title, and publication information for each source for your works cited page. Here's an example of how to list this information. So this is a continuation of your writing from yesterday, okay? So this is the research part. Notice how the author's name is written. Circle the author's last name. The title is in italics. Italics kind of turn sideways. Underline the name of the article or book. Now list one source that you will use. Follow the model above. All right, so you are going to research the topic that you chose yesterday using a variety of source material. So you can look stuff up online and you're going to write just like they did here to cite your whatever you're using to do your research, okay? Quick tip. When you paraphrase, remember to avoid copying from your source. Copying other people's words is called plagiarism. To paraphrase, look away from your source when taking notes. Jot down key details in your own words, then check your notes against the original source. Digital tools. For more information on how to cite resources, watch Cite Your Resources. Read the sample work cited page. So what it's telling you to go to is logging in through ClassLink and going to McGraw-Hill. That can help you with this if you need some help. All right, guys. Well, I hope you have a great rest of the day, and I will see you again tomorrow. Bye.